Alvarez here. You're listening to the Kicking Out Podcast, a podcast about all elite wrestling, hosted by Tanner Lee, Paul Zartman, and Austin Shepard.
You are listening to the number one AEW podcast, the Kicking Out Podcast, a podcast about all elite wrestling, hosted by my favorite host, Tanner Lee, Paul Zartman, and Austin Shepard. So if you want to know everything that's going on in the world of all elite wrestling, AEW, then you need to listen to the Kicking Out Podcast. Please tell Thunder Rosa I said hello.
What's going on, everybody? It is Sunday night. It's August 3rd, 2025. I apologize for that intro. I did not take that out from last week's. So there was not supposed to be another 10-bell salute in the passing of Hulk Hogan. I will get that out right now so it doesn't play again next week. We are off to a hot start tonight already. Apologize for that. Kind of in a rush here to get things going because I should be joined by both co-hosts momentarily, Paul Zartman and Austin Shepard. Shep wanted to start at 8 o'clock, he said, instead of 8:30. So we're trying to make this only an hour tonight. And then right when I get things going, he said he'll be on at 8:30. And Paul, who's the birthday boy today, Paul Zartman, said he'll be right on. He thought we were doing it at 8:30. Tons of miscommunication going on through our group text today. So sorry about the errors to start the show, but thanks for joining us tonight. If you're watching live on YouTube or on Facebook, we really appreciate it. And if you're listening on your favorite audio podcast platform at a later time, we appreciate that as well. Give us that 5-star rating and review and make sure you're following the show. Steffi, what's going on? Shep will be here, like I said, later. There was communication. I don't know. I thought we were starting at 8. I was told everybody wanted to start at 8, so I got things ready, and I'm the only one here. So, but I'm sure they're watching SummerSlam. I got SummerSlam on this other monitor over here. But, of course, we'll be talking AEW tonight on the pod like we always do, even though if you want to talk a little SummerSlam, we can do that as well. Thoughts on night 1, thoughts on night 2 so far, as I'm recording this right now, as Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu are in their steel cage match for the United States Championship. And then after that, of course, we have Dom Mysterio against AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship, and Cody Rhodes versus John Cena in a street fight for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Steffi asks if I got her message about Majin. Earlier, it looks like she left a comment. Just a heads up, let everyone know that Majin won't be joining us for the live stream tonight. It seems he has other commitments or plans that he needs to attend to this evening. All right. And there is the birthday boy himself, Mr. Paul Zartman. Happy birthday, Paul. How's it going?
It's going. I'm surprised I was able to pull this off. I still thought we were doing 8:30 for some reason, and then you're like, "You boys good?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Well, am I not mistaken? Did Shep not say 8 o'clock in the text?
He did, but to be fair, he was asking, and I think that was because we joined our buddies between two beards Thursday at 8. So I think he was thinking 8 o'clock for some reason.
I don't know. So I thought he wanted to start at 8. I should have known. We usually start at 8:30 for a reason, for him usually, to put his kids down to sleep. Whatever. I told everybody we're trying to get through an hour tonight, and
I'm here. So
I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad I'm not. You're the birthday boy. You're the important guy today. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And Steffi says, "Happy birthday!"
Thanks, Steffi. Yeah, I was gonna wear a new hoodie. It wasn't a KOP hoodie, but I didn't get it out in time. So I bought myself. I kind of leaned into the gimmick of Mountain Dew Paul, and I bought myself a Mountain Dew hoodie that I'm gonna start wearing during the podcast.
Okay, very nice, very nice. But
So
well, Paul, if it makes you feel better, I had a special intro last week with the Tim Bell salute in memory of Hulk Hogan. Forgot to take it out, so it played again this week.
oh
So yeah, we're off
yeah.
to a hot start tonight. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. They still are, honoring him in
that's true.
SummerSlam
That's true.
tonight, even.
That's
So
true. That's true. But I already took it out of the system, so we'll not play next week. So,
yes.
but I was going to wait until everybody was on. But since Shep won't be joining us for another 20 minutes, I got a special drink since it's your birthday. I got one of
Okay.
Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPAs tonight to crack open here in honor of your birthday. So
Yeah,
go
well,
ahead and
once
open this bad boy up.
Once Shep gets here, I'll go get mine because I was watching the start of the solo Jacob Fatu steel cage match when I saw the text message, so I don't have anything ready.
Excuse me, I got the match over here on my monitor. So
I'm bringing it up on my phone, but
as we talked, the Bloodline's trying to get in the cage. So, but we do have a lot to cover AEW wise tonight.
Don't worry, Steffi. There will be no spoilers from us.
No. I'm done talking about it. So,
yep, and we've got a lot of AEW to cover, like you said. So,
yes, we do, and let's jump right into the news, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's see here. I don't know where I want to start. I guess I'll start with this headline. As we saw on Collision on Thursday night, we have a new TNT champion, and as you could tell in the title of our episode, Kyle Fletcher defeated Dustin Rhodes, which I think all three of us thought was going to happen eventually. After Dustin won it all in Texas,
I'm surprised that Fletcher didn't win it there. So,
yep. I've been, on record saying I think we all agreed how it was a good moment that Dustin won.
yes.
But this is the right thing to have Fletcher take it off of him. But also saw that he had a leg injury on Collision. Of course, I think they worked that into the match because I think he really does have a leg injury because Dustin tweeted out, "Sorry, guys, I feel like I failed my fans. Going to be out for a while. As Doc said, I need a very invasive major surgery, MRIs, and CAT scans this week due to Kyle Fletcher. In any case, for the time I was the face of TNT was special to me. I will never take what I had for granted. I am in a terrible amount of pain and have a hole in my leg, but that won't stop me from #keep stepping." So Dustin's going to be out for a while.
Yeah. And then I guess some people were questioning it because he did tweet out a very simple tweet yesterday, not a work.
Right. So now what happens to the ROH Trios Championships and Tag Team belts that he holds with the Von Erichs and Sammy Guevara? I'm not sure. But
that is up in the air at this point.
Yep, I'm sure they'll figure that out. But thoughts, prayers of Dustin on a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
Hope to see him back sooner than later.
I've gone on record numerous times talking about how I'm a big Dustin fan and a big Rhodes fan in general. So I really hope to see him back in the ring soon.
Absolutely. Tony Khan explained why he still hasn't launched an AEW Women's Tag Team division. Let's see here. This was on Wrestle Friends. He said, and I quote, "I have a bunch of people I would like to get involved in a women's tag team tournament potentially. There has been so much injury in the women's division, and as the person who put together the women's casino gauntlet, I wish that we could have come out of it healthier. A quarter of the people in that match got knocked out of the match and out of action indefinitely, so we had one match where I lost 25% of the roster in one match."
Oof.
So it sounds like he's just waiting for the division to get healthy a little bit more before he launches a division and brings women's tag team titles into the picture.
Yeah. So I have a drink now.
Look at that.
Woo. I think last time I drank was WrestleMania.
Been a little while. You mean WrestleMania last year?
Yeah, during the watch along.
40?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to sneak up on you a little bit.
Oh, it is.
All right, so what is it? Now you got to let everybody know.
I don't know what it's called. It's what we drank at our renewal. and it's kind of a watermelon flavor.
Okay.
It's good. I think it's a margarita.
Okay.
I could be. I think we bought margarita mix. This isn't the same margarita mix from the renewal a couple years ago, but yeah. Well, in speaking of probably a good thing, I did just throw out the Fireball from that WrestleMania watch along 2 years ago. So
that stuff does expire.
It does. It gets stronger than it expires.
Yep. Also, in this interview with Wrestle Friends, Tony Khan talked about AEW Dark, which was launched in 2019. It was the home to AEW's non-televised matches, became available on YouTube. But once Collision became the second weekly live broadcast, Dark was canceled. But Tony made a motion that he might want to. There's Maja. I was told he's not being on the live feed tonight.
Steffi says, okay, I tell them you aren't coming and you show up.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Majin.
We don't need to make that into a song. We really don't. But Tony says, and I quote, talking about Dark, I would love to do that. I think it has to be something that makes sense with our media partners. I just want to make sure that whatever we do makes sense to our great media partners with Warner Brothers Discovery. We have great relationships in the company and with both sides with Discovery Global Networks and also with the Warner Brothers Studio and HBO Max. I love doing AEW Dark. I have so many great memories. We've done hundreds of episodes of it. I love it.
Yeah, I think there were more Dark episodes than we've had Collision episodes.
Well, there's definitely more Darks than Rampage.
Well, there were more BTEs than Rampage.
True. Very true.
Before it became Being the Dark Order.
Yeah, which then folded pretty fast.
Yes,
and now it's just a channel that's just out there that you can watch the archives pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever get it back? I don't.
No, I don't want it back.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know. There were these two guys who were in AEW on TV recently, and it just said talent name.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe they could pick it up.
Maybe. They look like a bunch of jobbers to me, even though they got the W.
Yeah.
Another backstage report update. This is a backstage update on the injury status of Will Ospreay. This is Wrestling Observer newsletter. Dave Meltzer, so take it for what it's worth here. He's sharing what he's heard regarding Ospreay's condition, dealing with a nagging neck injury, of course. Meltzer believes Forbidden Door would be too soon for a return for Ospreay if the performance injuries are as serious as he stated. Should Ospreay rush back to the ring without getting enough rest, the writer believes it could have a long-lasting impact on his career. He says, pro wrestling should be viewed as a marathon, not a sprint. Forbidden Door is coming up on August 24th. Hopefully, Ospreay's cleared, but I actually kind of agree with Dave here. If it's a serious thing and that he's truly not 100% cleared, even though it's in his hometown or his home country,
right?
Big event, I would hold him out. You don't want to rush him back and get it worse.
And if you really, really want him there that badly, have him do like an appearance and do a promo or something, just an update that says, hey, I'm still working. I'm not 100% yet. I don't want to push it, but I'm thinking of you guys. Thanks for the thoughts and the prayers. I look forward to getting back when I can.
Majin says Ospreay's kind of like Darby. They wrestle every match like it's their last. Let them heal up. Yep.
Absolutely.
And the scary thing is Ospreay's got smarter over the last couple of years too with the way he works. He used to work even more crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Having a missus and a kid will do that to you.
Sure will. In the last part of news, it's, a big event week for WWE. So whenever it's a big event, it seems like they say something about AEW or AEW gets brought up, and usually it's not meant to be in the most positive of light. And this week, it was something said by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was on The Ringer, which is a show with Bill Simmons. And he was talking about AEW, asked about AEW, like he is a lot of times. He says, and I quote, "There's clearly bad blood, but there's also clearly a respect and love. The way I kind of see it is, if I felt disrespected ever at WWE, that's one thing. That's the Yankees. That's the flagship of it all. I was number one on a sheet, maybe. But feeling disrespected at something I built with my friends, I wouldn't stand for it." Rhodes then stated he felt blessed to have his wife Brandy at his side during that time. The pair both had on-screen and exclusive executive roles in the company prior to their departure. He also says, and I quote, "It was one of those, okay, this is typed wrong, but it says, it was one of those where it was like, fuck it. I did way more here than you think. And if you're going to find out the moment you're going to find out the moment I'm out the door." Yeah. With what I was doing with American Nightmare as a bad guy, good guy, as something in between, we're sitting on something magic. And if I'm not going to do it in the house that I literally with Matt, Nick, and Kenny built, then buddy, I'm going elsewhere. It's interesting because we still don't know the exact reason why Cody left. And we've talked about this many times. Tony hasn't said it. Cody hasn't said it. AEW's never really been disrespectful to Cody. Cody's never really been too disrespectful to AEW, but this is getting a little closer to that. And I feel like, seeing things from Brandy lately, it feels like she kind of wants it all out there, but Cody won't do it. We're eventually going to find out, but maybe we're getting closer to finding out, but it's still going to be a ways down the road, I think. We all have our suspicions and our theories, but we don't really know.
Yeah, and I agree with Majin's comment here. Let me pop it up real quick. They weren't, though. The shit Cody came up with was the drizzling shits. Okay, that wasn't what I was meaning. This was. I have a feeling it has to do with Brandy.
I think maybe some, but I don't think that was the main reason. Because she had a contract, too. She had a contract offer, too. So it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't want to use her on TV more, but WWE also wasn't interested either. That's why she's doing her own thing. I think the company was changing. Tony was viewing, putting more time and attention to Punk and Danielson. That probably rubbed Cody the wrong way. And I think when Cody hopped on board to AEW, he figured eventually he'd become the booker. And once he got his feet wet in the company, he realized, Tony's not going anywhere. He's going to be the day-to-day booker. So I think that's got a lot to do with that, booking, control, and power.
And by the way, I texted my wife and asked her exactly what this was called. It's the Rancho La Gloria ready-to-drink margarita, strawberry flavored.
There we go.
So that is what I am drinking tonight. So
there we go. Well, it's your birthday. You can drink whatever you want.
Yeah. And hey, there's nothing wrong with a good margarita.
Nope. Majin here with a few comments. The company outgrew a need for them like it did Jericho. Cody had the chance to book, and everything he did sucked. Dusty Rhodes, he is not. And Steffi says Paul Heyman, he is not.
Yeah, he's definitely neither one of those geniuses, but and you bring up a big week for WWE and AEW being brought up, like the internet going AWOL last night that Punk is the first AEW or the first man to hold the AEW World Heavyweight title and the WWE Championship,
which is wrong.
Yeah, I'm going
Jericho, Moxley,
Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, Moxley.
But it was posted by a WWE mark, so the other guys don't matter.
I did see one today that was factual. Says CM Punk is the first AEW World Champion to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. When you state it like that, because yes, Bryan Danielson was the World Heavyweight Champion, but it was a different title.
It was the big gold belt. It wasn't the WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship.
And Majin's correct. Punk, however, is the person to have the shortest world title reign in both AEW and WWE.
See, he cashed in last night, and I know we're an AEW podcast, but I'm bringing this full circle to AEW.
That's all right.
Rollins cashed in last night, and my thought was, well, at least now we don't have to have Punk vacate the title Monday because he's injured.
Yeah, it's true.
Like every time he won the title anywhere else.
That's true. And I think I've gave this take before. It's probably not a popular one, but I really don't care. It's our podcast, and I can say whatever I want. I'm not a Seth Rollins guy.
Neither am I.
Neither am I. Can he work in the ring? Absolutely. Amongst the best. Yes. But I've never got into his characters. Even when he was in the Shield, he was my least favorite of the three members. I don't know. I just never. So when I saw him cash in last night, for one, pretty predictable.
Yeah.
But still surprised a lot of people. And two, I was like, oh, okay. Seth Rollins is the champ again. All right.
Woo.
Yay.
He was the inaugural WWE World Heavyweight, wasn't he?
Yep. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
So,
and it was
that just means the Punk Rollins feud's gotta be ongoing. I mean, my God, it's gotta go on for 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I will say before we get back to AEW, I will say for a WWE show, particularly a PLE, so far this SummerSlam has been pretty unpredictable. We were on Between Two Beards the other night.
Yeah,
my predictions have sucked.
That's why I didn't agree with you.
Because I missed Jade. I missed Becky.
Hey, no spoilers for tonight. You can't give away spoilers for tonight, Steffi said.
Sorry. Forgot. I'm trying to think last night what else I missed.
But the good thing here, Steph, he didn't say who won between Becky and Lyra, and he didn't say who he had picked. He was just mentioning Becky as being in that match. So technically, it's not a spoiler.
True. But, yep. Up and AJ Styles is writing out in a version of Eddie's Lowrider. That's a nice little tribute there.
Yes, dressed in Eddie gear. That's about all the spoilers you're getting from us.
Yep. I keep forgetting I can't spoil. It's hard when it's over here on my monitor.
I know. I keep looking down. I saw him coming out in that, and I'm like, oh, how nice of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul. I feel like you wanted to say something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was going to say Thursday I did a pretty good laugh of Seth Rollins, and I can't do it again.
Yeah, it was good.
I tried, and because I was going to do it on the podcast tonight, but I can't nail it.
Mon said Punk in the Mid-Tastic 4 gear was hilarious.
Yeah. Clobbering time.
I went, my wife, myself, and my mother-in-law, we went and watched a movie today at the movie theater. We went and saw Jurassic World Rebirth. Finally got around to seeing it. So I enjoyed it. Thought it was good.
I've heard people say if you're a fan of the originals, don't watch it. It ruined everything. I don't care.
I've seen them all. Out of 7 of them, I'd rank it as my 3rd favorite. So
okay.
That's where I rank it. So I enjoyed it. So,
all right.
Yep. And how hot was ScarJo in it? I mean, how was it? Both thumbs up. Thumbs up on both.
2 thumbs way up.
Yeah.
That's one of those moments where you go, no, honey, it's because of you.
She's an all-around good actress. Let me put it that way.
There you have it, folks.
Clip
it.
Yeah, clip it. Sure, go for it. I don't care. Wife wouldn't care either. She'd probably agree.
Okay. AEW.
Maybe. I don't know. AEW, yes. Another fun week of AEW. They wrapped up their residency in Chicago with Dynamite on Wednesday night and Collision Thursday night from the Aragon Ballroom. One of the rare weeks I thought Collision was better than Dynamite.
Yes. Yeah, I was not excited at all for Dynamite, but Collision looked good even on paper. And
Dynamite had some good stuff, but I just thought Collision was a lot better of a show.
Yeah.
I know, Majin. I'm working on it. Need more content with my wife. I know. I've got some ideas. We just got to find some time to do it.
Ranking the best looking titles.
That'd be a good one.
Title holders.
Yeah, I've thought we've talked about something like that. So we got some ideas.
She gets to pick her top 5 guys, and you get to pick your top 5 gals.
Yeah, which she actually asked me something kind of like that tonight, and it was hard to answer. It wasn't exactly that question, but it was related. So, yeah.
Did it involve Rhea Ripley?
No, no,
okay,
no. I've kind of cooled off on Rhea a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But what were some things you liked on AEW Wednesday? Getting back on topic.
I don't know.
Did you enjoy the Bucks and Outrunners match?
I always enjoy the Outrunners. I mean, it boggles my mind that they made their pretty much debut in Indy when we were there. And we were rooting for them just because they were, the localest talent we had there at the time. And now look at them.
Well, Turbo, I believe it's Turbo and not Truth, wrestled at Indiana State.
Okay. So they are local. That makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of local, I saw a video of a high school wrestling match where a kid got disqualified because apparently you're not allowed to hit an RKO on somebody.
Well, yeah. It's kind of frowned upon.
But yeah, I'm on the verge of boycotting Tony Khan in AEW because he had a whole eliminator tournament. All right. Majin I saw Majin's tweet asking somebody to check on me because there was an eliminator match followed by a whole freaking tournament of eliminators.
And a Chicago street fight.
And an insert city named street fight. Yes. All right.
Hell of a match.
It was. I'll give him that. All right. But I was watching, but I wasn't all there. I'll put it that way.
Well, we had between two beards going on.
Wednesday, Dynamite.
Oh, the street fight was Thursday. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I did enjoy seeing this new talent that doesn't have names yet take on the Outrunners.
I like what they're doing to the Bucks. It's fun. It's fun.
I do. It's a lot of fun, and that'll make it enjoyable amongst all this eliminator crap.
I sucked at predicting this tournament. I thought the Bucks would lose to the Outrunners, and I thought the Gates of Agony would beat Rodito. I was wrong on both.
It's time they did something with the Gates of Agony, though.
I thought they'd win the whole thing because of, the push they're trying to give with them and Ricochet, but I was wrong.
No, I know. Man, it's I don't know what Tony's doing right now. I mean, I can't yell at the guy. He's running a successful company, but
like what are your gripes? What are your gripes with it right now?
Eliminator matches. Same gripe I've always had.
Well, they have to have a tournament for Forbidden Door to go for somebody to go against the Hurt Syndicate.
Right. But it doesn't have to be called an eliminator. It's just a tournament. It's a tag team tournament.
But they're getting eliminated from being number one contenders. I guess I don't have a gripe with this one. Usually I don't like the eliminator matches, but I don't have a gripe with the tournament.
I'll let it slide, I guess. But eliminators, man.
Well, and have you noticed the interesting thing is, I know we're early on in the card, like building a card for Forbidden Door, even though it's about 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
So far, it's AEW versus AEW in all the matches.
It is, and that kind of concerns
defeats
me.
The purpose, doesn't it?
Yeah, because the first couple Forbidden Doors were literally AEW versus any other company.
Right.
And I mean, if
But-
you're going to do within company even, why is it not AEW versus ROH?
Nah, probably because the people in ROH are in ROH for a reason.
Well, Athena.
Oh, well, she's got a Forbidden Door match. Her and Tony's official.
I was just using her as an example.
Yeah, she's an outlier, Paul. Name any of the men on the ROH who deserve to be on a pay-per-view card against an AEW talent. Hell no. Hell no. The Dark Order don't deserve anywhere near close to a pay-per-view.
Dark Order, baby. Every day, all day.
And a few comments here I want to catch up on. Majin, you think Sky Blue is still picking the text out of Fletcher's ... Yes. Yes, I do. And Steffi agrees. And Majin said, can't wait to see MJF turn on the Syndicate and reform the Dynasty. I know you've been beating that drum for a while, so I hope it happens.
He is. He is.
All right, Shane Taylor. There's a talent from ROH I can get on board with being on a pay-per-view. Okay.
But yeah, now I lost my train of thought. I had something that I was going to say.
We were talking about Forbidden Door, I think, and it's AW versus AW now, mostly.
Oh,
so far.
Oh. I haven't been here in a few weeks, so I've got some catching up to do.
All month.
With you. Yeah, well,
it's all right.
It happens. I'm a really big star, and I was needed other places.
There you go.
Cope having Hurt Syndicate take on FTR for him since he can't touch him. And
Smart.
The Mama Wayne stuff, man, that's good stuff. The way the patriarchy is ending with Christian Cage's involvement is good.
Except Christian Cage's promo on Wednesday was one of my dislikes.
Well,
and I don't say that very often. I didn't think it was a very good promo from him.
Okay, it wasn't from him, but from everything else around that was good.
Sure.
Oh, it is.
The concerto.
Oh, sorry. I'm laughing at other stuff.
What?
Like what's happening on my other screen.
What do you have SummerSlam up?
I do.
Oh, okay. I do too, but I have the Dynamite results also up. So.
Oh, see, I have a little phone that I have it on.
Yeah.
Somebody said 8:30, and I just realized it's 8:36, and he still ain't here.
I don't know. We are a disorganized podcast if I've ever seen one anymore these days.
I try to tell you ahead of time if I'm not going to make it, at least.
As long as we get content out every week, I don't really care.
Oh, I can get
as long as it's
out.
Good content out to our listeners and viewers.
Oh.
All
right.
And like I said, it's on your guys' backs for 3 weeks in a row here in a couple weeks. So,
yeah, you heard that the supposed workhorse of KOP is taking 3 weeks off in a row.
Hey, when is the last time I've missed an episode? I don't know if I missed one this year. Maybe one. Maybe one. Honestly, Paul, it's because I knew I was going to miss 3 in a row. So I'm trying to not miss any because I feel bad I'm missing 3 in a row, especially the third one because I will be back in Indiana on the third one. I just won't be able to be here in time. So.
Well, that's all right. I think I've missed more in 2025 than I have in the entire existence of KOP.
Life happens, though. Life happens. That's why it's nice to have a 3-man setup. We can usually fill in for each other, and so just giving you a hard time there.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I like the stuff with Cope in the patriarchy. I thought the double concerto was awesome. I like that Nick Wayne's looking like a serious heel. They're building him up to be credible. I even like Kip Sabian's involvement so far, and I'm not a big Kip guy, but
it's about time you like something Kip did.
No. A 3-man band, if you will, Majin says.
Oh, I'm the Drew McIntyre of the group then.
It's your birthday. I'll let you think that.
I'm not being Heath Slater just because I got kids.
I was going to say, you got kids. You got the most kids here.
So? I've got the
None of us
longest
can
beard
pass
of the
for
three
gender.
of us, too. We're going to make Shep gender.
That's fair.
Because he has lackeys who do everything for him.
That's fair. What'd you think of the world title match, and what'd you think of the placement on the show Wednesday?
I thought it was a good match. I mean, those two can always put on a good match. To me, world title should always be main event. So if it's anything other than main event, I'm not digging it. So, but it was good. It was a good spot. It made everything just kind of flow. Ready to see where Hangman goes next, though.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was a good match. Of course, Hangman won like he should. I still wish he would have pinned Mox in the 6-man tag a few weeks ago. I wish he would have pinned him twice now after he made him tap. Didn't like that, even though you knew it was going to happen. Didn't like that the Death Riders tried to get involved because it wasn't supposed to be, no interference.
Right.
But Darby made his presence known. We definitely know we're going to get, it hadn't been official yet, but we're going to get Mox and Darby at Forbidden Door. That's where it's going. I mean, the stuff they did Thursday night with Mox and Darby was awesome. I love that Darby was up there on the balcony. Then the Death Riders were looking for him. It was cool to see different areas of that arena. And then Darby pops out of the dark and gets Mox with a bag. And then we see him fighting later on outside next to the railroad tracks and the train. That was really good stuff. That was really good stuff.
Absolutely.
I agree with you. I'm old school. I like to see my world title matches at the main event. But I understand why they put it on where they did for the length of the match. But then, we still got a lengthy overrun. So
we did. I agree with Majin. Keeps Darby out of the title picture for a while longer.
Yep. Yeah, Paul. The only guy. They're really trying to tee up MJF and Hangman, and I don't want it to be so soon.
I don't either,
because I got a feeling MJF's taking it off of them.
Yeah, and so if they go one-on-one, let's say Forbidden Door or All Out, it's over.
I think I'd be okay with All Out, but that's like at the earliest,
Yeah, I could do that, but again, then my fear is Darby's right there. Darby's going to be the next one. So if we do this at All Out the following Wednesday, Darby's going to make it known that he's challenging for it.
Yeah. But my theory all along, I thought Wrestle Dream would be in the Pacific Northwest like it's been the last few years. I thought that's when it would make sense for Darby to challenge for it. It's in St. Louis. So that's out the window. Yeah. They could still have Darby challenge for a Wrestle Dream, but the thought being behind it that it's in Darby's part of the country, that's out the window.
Yes. So. Which I'm okay with, because I get tired of these it's in his area, he's a guaranteed shoe-in to win, or you expect this match to happen because this person's from that area.
Yeah, true. And then we also found out that World's End is happening December 27th in Chicago. Another Midwest, but I get it why people who aren't from the Midwest gripe about Chicago. I get it. Chicago gets way too many AW events. I know they switch up arenas, but my goodness.
Yeah, they at this point, I almost feel like they're running things in Chicago so much as a big FU to Punk.
I think Tony's always viewed Chicago as AEW's home away from Jacksonville, even before Punk came into AEW, but you might be onto something there.
He has. That's where the first All In was held. So,
and the first All Out, and all the All Outs till this year.
Right. But still,
So
I mean,
it'll be interesting to see where Full Gear is at. I don't think. I mean, it would be really ballsy to put that also in the Midwest. I don't think he will.
yeah.
And I know somebody, I posted that the other day on our X. Somebody's like, Indianapolis. And as much as I would like to see it, it's not going to happen because where would they hold it?
Right.
I mean, they've
Right.
never done anything at Gamebridge. Gamebridge, where the Indiana Pacers, Indiana Fever play, they do WWE events. So I don't know with contracts how that would work.
So, okay, question for you. And again, this is bouncing to the other company real quick.
That's all right.
They just announced the combined total for the 2 nights.
Yeah.
At 113,700 and I think 22.
Yeah.
Now, how many of those people held tickets for both nights? Is
Probably
that fair?
Quite a bit of them.
Is it fair to say, oh, look, we just had 113,000 people in attendance when probably 25,000 of them were at both events?
Probably not, but they don't give a crap what we think.
It's stupid to me.
Well, I'm not a fan of 2-night SummerSlam, but it doesn't matter. Like we were talking on Beards the other night, sooner or later it's going to be 4 to 5 PLEs that are 2 nights. It's as long as people buy the tickets and they're making money, they're going to do it.
And we've always agreed WrestleMania, Royal Rumble both made sense. Do the men's one night, do the women's the other night, Rumble wise.
Yep. I'm fine with Mania being 2 nights because it's such a big event, and Rumble, but all the rest should be 1 night.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
But I think some of these have, like SummerSlam being 2 nights, is so that you can have a 12-hour pay-per-view.
Right.
And it's not technically a 12-hour pay-per-view because it's just 6 hours each night. Nobody's going to throw a fit about that.
Well, I'll be honest. When it starts at 6 and like last night got over 9:30, that was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. What gets me is the damn ads. The ads in between all the time.
Oh my Lord, yeah. And then you've got the 6 to 9:30 like last night. But then you had the pre-show starting at like 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Who the hell watches that though?
So you've got 5 hours of pre-show right there.
Yeah. But AEW did 2 or 3 hours of pre-show for All In. So.
Well, yeah, but that was they made it work because they at least still put a match or 2 on the pre-show.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Yeah. I just hope AEW doesn't get to where.
Hey, I'm good.
I just hope AEW doesn't get to the point where they're running 2-night shows.
I don't think they will, and if they do, it'll be a while before they do.
Another thumbs down for me in AEW this week. Getting back to talking AEW a little bit. I feel like a broken record every week. But Mark Briscoe being not only back in a match, but in the main event. I just want him to take a break, and he's not gonna, because we get him and MJF next week. So,
do you feel that Mark Briscoe is in a match every week because Tony feels bad that they didn't get Mark and Jay on before Jay's passing?
I definitely think that's got something to do with it. Yeah. All right, a couple things here. Majin, you think AEW ever test the market on a Monday or something? I don't think Monday. No. Unless they got real red hot. I would love them to go. This might be like if they were to move Collision. I know they wouldn't do Collision before Dynamite. I'd like to go Tuesdays again. Go head to head with NXT. That was fun when they did it on Wednesday nights. It was.
Yeah.
And then Maja, what is it with you and Briscoe? Why do you hate fun? I think Mark's great. I think he's talented. He's a crazy son of a bitch. I just want him to take a little time off because I just feel like we get him wrestling every single week, and it's gotten stale for me. I'm sorry. I feel like an ass saying that, but
And here's the thing, okay? I've stumbled across a lot of these old videos, and I think AEW could do this. Remember several years ago when Mark Briscoe cut all those little PSAs backstage? You know, they were always stupid and silly, but yet had a point to them at the same time. Do a bunch of those. If you want Majin, yeah. If you want Briscoe on TV every week, have him pre-tape like 5 or 10 of these things. Give him a couple weeks off, run these in its place. It's 2.5, 3 minutes max. You get Briscoe on TV. It's fun still. And then he gets to take a break.
You know, not disagree. Maj said you want to stay on Moxley Death Riders as a whole. Yeah, no one complains about them. I think the Death Riders have gotten better. I like that Moxley's got in a program with Darby, but I could go without seeing Claudio and Wheeler and even Marina for a while. I think they should. I thought Moxley should have been written off for a couple of weeks, but the guy won't do it. Yes. He doesn't want to take a break. At least I think the program with him and Darby is going to be fun. But, yeah, no, they're stale too. I mean, there's a lot of stale acts. And there's a lot of acts in AEW that have sat on the sidelines or been in catering for whatever reason that they could use, and they don't. So,
yeah. And I wouldn't mind so much if we got, because I think she'd be good, if we got Marina in singles action in the women's division.
Sure.
I'd be okay with that even. But this constant... You know, the whole time Moxley was champion, all she did was carry around the briefcase and knock a few people out.
Yep.
Let's see her in the ring.
Yep. Another thing I liked this week, I thought the FTR Bang Bang Gang match was fun. Mm-hmm. I liked how Juice and Austin brought out not only Card Blade but Card Colton as well.
Yeah.
I thought that was a fun touch.
Yeah.
FTR gets the win. So we're going to have, we have, who else is on that side of the bracket? Who's FTR facing?
I haven't even looked at the bracket.
Trying to think in my head. Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out in the comments. I know we got FTR, we got the Bucks, we got Brodito, but there's somebody else I'm missing. Because we're in the semifinals. You're ahead of me.
I don't.
A little bit, Paul. That's okay though.
I'm just trying to read what all that says, and I'm sure the volume had what it was, but that was a nice little tribute there.
When you walk behind and you're not the leader, then the view never changes. The view never changes. The view never changes. Don't let me down now because I came back for you. For that man up there that died 10 years ago that never got the opportunity to see a real world champion. I'm proud of you and thank God I have you. And he's up. Cody's up there with the mask, but the mask's got cracks in it.
So, think that I came back for you might have been a hint at his frustration with the other company.
Oh, who knows? Especially with this week.
Yeah. I think now that Cody's got this What Do You Want to Talk About podcast, we're going to get more and more because somebody's going to sit down there who, let's say he interviews Ethan Page or whatever.
He already has interviewed. He already has interviewed Ricky Sainz.
Oh, okay.
They won't mention AEW. They don't mention AEW too much because WWE owns the podcast. So
yeah, but still,
they don't want to acknowledge them. They'll let them acknowledge every other company. They don't want to acknowledge them. So
except in WWE 2K25, where it's blatantly clear that they're referencing AEW, but that's beyond the point.
Yeah.
If you have the game and haven't played My Rise yet, go play My Rise as a created character from a rival promotion and watch the story.
This is bugging me, though, Paul. I'm still trying to think of the fourth team that's still in the tag team tournament in AEW.
Man,
I
you're gonna
can't
make me
think.
go look this up.
I don't know why I can't think of it. It's whoever FTR is facing.
AEW Tag Team Tournament.
I mean, I could have easily looked it up, but I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, you could have.
Eh.
Not history. I don't want history.
Just can't think who it is.
Let's throw in bracket and see what happens.
There we go.
Full bracket for AEW World Tag Team Eliminator Tournament.
Yeah.
Okay, we had the Outrunners, Bucks, Gates of Agony, Brodito, Bang Bang Gang, Big Bill and Brian Keith, Jet Speed.
But they lost.
Yeah.
So who's the other team still in it?
Well, the original one, okay, you got the Outrunners and the Bucks. We know who won that one.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Yeah.
Gates of Agony, Brodito, who won that one.
Won. Yeah, Brodito. So we got the Bucks against Brodito.
It'll be Bucks, Brodito, FTR, Bang Bang Gang, Big Bill, and Brian Keith.
Oh, so it's the winner of the Bucks and Brodito face FTR then already. And then the winner of that will face Syndicate. Okay. That's where we are then.
Yeah.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because FTR cheated to win their first match in the tournament. Okay.
And then Bang Bang Gang and Big Bill.
Yeah. Cody's pumped
This will be
tonight.
This will be at Forbidden Door in London.
And then, of course, the TNT title match between Fletcher and Dustin Rhodes gets 2 thumbs up. Match of the week for me. Kyle Fletcher finally gets AEW singles gold, not ROH singles gold, AEW singles gold. This dude is one of the futures of the company. He's going to be a superstar. He's going to be a world champ within a year and a half.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yep.
He's
I
awesome.
agree. So let's do something, because I'm guessing it's going to be a 2-man pod for the next 8 minutes.
Yes.
Let's do something we haven't done in quite a while.
Hey, look at John. He's back to babyface John for the entrance.
I know. I saw it. It was all black, and that's when I was like, told you. And then it flipped, and I went, damn.
Before we do whatever you want, Paul, I want your prediction on this match result and what happens after the match, real quick.
Man, I'm still sticking with my guns from Thursday. I think Cena's going to pick up this victory, and we're going to get Cena Rollins at Saudi Crown Jewel.
There's no Crown Jewel's in Perth, Australia this year.
Oh yeah, my bad.
But
wherever they're gonna battle for the championship, that means nothing.
Hey, Mod says 8 minutes. That's longer than Shep lasts with Mama Wang. Hey,
8 seconds is longer than Shep lasts with Mama Wang.
You remember with the KLP predictions champion used to be on this show every week.
Yeah.
This is 3 weeks in a row now. He's missed. He's about to become the KLP predictions chump.
But I'm here.
Yeah.
I had other media to attend to. Okay. I mean, there were people.
I'm not on your case tonight, Paul. I'm on the KLP predictions champs case tonight because he's not here.
Yeah, but I am.
Yes.
But yeah. Yes,
one pump chump. Yes.
I gave him a little bit more than that. He went down for a 3-second tan, as Mr. Cena would say.
Oh my God.
However long 3 seconds takes him.
So you think you made that prediction of Cena successfully retaining on Thursday
I
before
did.
we saw him go babyface on Friday.
I did, and I still think he's going to retain.
Do you think he is babyface or is he air quotes babyface tonight?
I feel he's air quotes babyface tonight.
I kind of think you're right.
He's screwing with Cody so bad.
I want Cody to turn heel, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Right there. And Steffi, sorry if I spoiled this for you. He is way too over the top with this. I know you said I'm a little bit further ahead of you, but the salute, the you can't see me.
Yeah. No, I've got it.
It's over the top, babyface.
Yeah.
Even for John Cena, it's over the top, babyface.
Yeah. He's doing the salute. Yep. Do we get the final boss tonight? Yes or no?
Yes.
You think so? You think so, huh?
Part of me, I say yes, but then I don't know. You know, I know you and JPJ especially got on me for this. I think Cena needs to go home with the belt and debut a straight just WWE championship.
I don't think he's leaving tonight with the belt, Paul.
Not with the undisputed title, not with the formerly the WWE Universal Undisputed 24/7 365 World Heavy Featherweight Championship.
I know. I heard it Thursday.
But our lovely KOP fans didn't.
Well, they should have. They should have been tuning in.
I did not hear Majin's name called once during that. So
well, they can go tune into it.
But I think Majin will agree with me. The belt's too similar. If they would have changed the belt and the name at the same time, that would have been one thing. But when they debuted this belt for Roman, it was still the Universal Undisputed Championship. It only dropped Universal when Cody won it. And to me, then that means you need a new title. But that's that. That's that. That's where I stand on that. So,
all right.
Tanner.
Yes.
Tell me, what do you rate AEW this week on a scale of 1 to 10?
We have not done that in a long time. Do I have to combine both shows or can I rate them individually?
You can rate them individually. You can combine them. You can say, I refuse to watch Dynamite and I'm 100% Collision this week. I don't care.
I watched them both. So, Dynamite, I'm going. I thought it was pretty weak Dynamite. I'm going 6-4. In Collision,
okay.
I'm going 8-1. I really enjoyed Collision this week.
Okay. I can agree with that. That's the sad thing because I was thinking 6-3, 6-4 for Dynamite and about 8-1, 8-2 for Collision. So, and of course, I think we all know who your superstar of the week would be.
Oh, it's Kyle Fletcher, 100%. The proto star.
Yeah, and you know I can go along with that, or Dustin for having such a good
Dustin
match
had a hell of a match.
With I think the leg was already injured when he went into it.
I do too.
And so he knew he was going to be out a while. So why not go above and beyond and screw it up and make it worth it?
Yep.
So
if I couldn't pick Fletcher or Dustin, I'm trying to think of somebody else this week.
Talent name?
Nah, I'm not gonna go with the Bucks. See, Logan doesn't have to respect them anymore.
Yeah, they're not
that he ever did. Anymore. Not that he ever did. Yeah, Hangman. Like Steffi said, Hangman.
Yeah.
You know, he got the win over Mox, and we didn't even talk about it. He came out to save Mark Briscoe from getting attacked by MJF. So.
Yeah, but yeah, the I did nothing wrong. The Rolex incident. He is definitely going to turn on her syndicate sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if he reforms another faction he's had, but he'll turn on him.
And that's, I know a lot of people say
or bonus pick.
There we go. There we go. You heard it here first. And this is my last thought before we wrap up. I know a lot of people say put Wardlow back with him when Wardlow returns, which I'm expecting him to return after American Gladiators is wrapped up, but I wouldn't. I'd heat up Wardlow for the 100th time and actually follow through with it away from MJF.
Yeah. One final thought. There's been too much talk on SummerSlam the last 2 nights about Dwayne Johnson's new movie to not have a final boss at least appear on the stage.
Well, he should have been at WrestleMania and he wasn't. So,
but hey, at least we know we're never going to see Travis Scott again.
Yeah, that whole thing. I mean, I feel like they owe us a final boss appearance because we've waited since Mania because this story doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
without
these two facing off and Cena turning babyface. Something.
Mod says Hammerstone and Bishop Dyer. I could get on board with that.
He's been Bishop preaching that. It's either been Dynasty or them since this all started.
Yes. So if that happens, we gotta give credit where credit's due.
Indeed.
Yep. So, well, birthday boy Paul. Anything else you wanna discuss before we put a wrap on it? Since our third man never joined us. The third man. We're not NWO tonight. Third man didn't join us.
I don't have anything else that I can think of.
All right, my friend.
I really
since
don't.
This is the first time you've been on the pod in a while and you do a lot better job of this than me, I'll let you wrap it up.
Yeah, because I had to wrap up Thursday without talking KOP because they had you do that and it threw me off.
Threw me off too.
One thing I want to throw out there, unrelated to KOP whatsoever. If you enjoy reading and you love like science fiction and fantasy stuff like that, search up Paul D. Zartman on Facebook. I've got like 7 books out right now. I've got 2 more that I'm still working on, but you can check them out. Everything from 90s nostalgia to what if Odin had a son that wasn't Thor or Loki. That might be right up Majin's alley. But with that said, be sure to follow the Kicking Out Podcast on all social media at Kicking Out Pod. Be sure to listen to the Kicking Out Podcast wherever it is you listen to your podcast and leave us that 5-star review because we are 5-star KOP.
Majin, I've got to the point where I come to expect the women to be in action on a collision and not Dynamite. It's not even worth my rants anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And Majin, there is no Thor, only Loki, and Loki is much more interesting in my books than he is in Marvel. I'll just put that out there. But anyway, be sure to check out kickingOutShop.com. It's your place to go to get some fantastic merchandise and support a great podcast while looking fantastic. And don't forget, you can also go to ProWrestlingTees.com and search Kicking Out Podcast and buy some merch there as well.
Just like Majin did.
Yeah, thanks for that, Majin. We appreciate that. We'll shout you out if you buy merch. How about that? Tanner, keep track of who's buying merch, and we'll shout them out each and every week.
I got it.
So there we have it. Be sure to follow the no-show chump champ, Austin Shepard, at the Shep27. Be sure to follow Tanner Lee at TannerLee92 and follow myself at Paul Zartman 87. And with that, for Austin Shepard and Tanner Lee, I'm Paul Zartman. Join us again next week as we kick out another podcast.
This is where I say goodbye and good night. Bang!